Well, screw up, pack up. That is pretty much how it goes in life, if you think about it, at least in corporate life, where if you slip, count on getting a pink slip. Now, not all the time, but enough of the time that every time I hear someone say, I'm sorry, I know it's just a matter of time before, well, someone is sacked. Usually that person saying, I'm sorry, like that commentator who ripped Sarah Palin and then apologized for it, still got fired for it. Or Paula Jones blurting out a regrettable epitaph that regrettably ended her career. Despite their regrets, despite their constant apologies, invariably it's not enough. We live in a world where we want instant action and oftentimes instant justice and vengeance, and we won't stand for anything less. Bad news rolls, some heads better roll with it. So, when Chris Christie quickly fired 2 top aides when a bridge scandal hit, the thinking was at least somebody's getting their just desserts. Now, me on this whole Gunsmoke justice thing, I frankly think it just stinks. It goes a bit too far. Maybe because I see so much of it in the media where anchors say stupid stuff all the time, including moi, yes, now and then. But woe to the anchor who goes a bit too far or wanders a bit too much from prompter. He or she is keep up with me, prompter, is toast. Anyway, maybe it's our sensitivities, maybe it's the lawsuit-driven world in which we live, but this notion of firing people then asking questions later, well, it does worry me. That doesn't mean if you goof up, you shouldn't be held accountable. By all means, you should. And if you're in the government and you botch something really big, well, you shouldn't even wait to be held accountable. Dignity alone should force you to fire yourself, or at least not wait months, sometimes years, promising you're going to do something, but you never do. That's bad. Now, my biggest worry with this big head-on-a-stick thing is it solves nothing, and it could easily backfire, based on little more than a few folks getting worked up. All it takes these days is a concerted cabal of very ticked-off emailers and extremists, and you're gone. Or some bad media publicity, and you're toast. Or in politics, some bad headlines, and someone is frantically calling for your head. Now, I don't know if Governor Christie firing some aides who did things he said he never authorized is right or wrong. I just don't know enough about the case. I do know that doing so without asking who else might have been involved with those folks and why risks repeating the very same thing again and again. You see, we're so busy looking for vengeance that we spare little time simply looking for facts. But maybe because I screw up so often myself, I tend to be more lenient on judging others a bit too harshly. Because the last thing we in the media want to do when calling for heads on a stick is to think that justice has been served when so many other questionable folks continue to stick around. You just don't fire a politician or an anchor or a person because you don't think that they're doing enough. You could push it too far, and then they're looking to fire you. So look around here. He pick up a stone. You know the whole biblical thing, right? All right, we're going to explore this a lot more tonight on FBN on whether we can go too far with this. That'll do it.